Welcome, everyone. LooneyFarmGuy here, and welcome to the LooneyFarmGuy show. And as you may have seen by the thumbnail, our special guest is Mr. Cobbler from Cobbler Farms. Hello, sir. How are you this evening or today?
Thank you so much, LooneyFarmGuy, to invite me. Pretty good, pretty good.
Excellent, and thank you so much for accepting my invite and taking time out of your, I'm sure, busy schedule to come and join us here and talk about yourself and your channel.
Sure. Little family business, I think, but everything's good.
Excellent. All right, so to let's move on to see what you have brought for us today.
Sure. Yeah. So probably somebody who has watched my videos know that I'm from Finland. So this is what I brought. Obviously, Finnish tractor, and we got also here Finnish tires. So that's the reason why we have this Valtra Valmet here. As it said in Finnish, Valtra Valmet.
Yeah, so actually, I didn't know that the Valtra was a Finnish product. So that I learned something new today.
Sure. Yes, it is. Like I told you before, Nokian tires, and people that obviously many people know Nokia telephones, but it's used to be the same company which made these tires, and before those telephones and these tires, they made rubber boots, which started the whole thing. And then they one day decided that no, we don't want to make any more rubber boots. We make telephones.
So that would explain the rubber smell when I get the phone call then, right?
Sure. That is it.
Well, and then of course, for those of us perhaps in North America, Finland is a producer of another product, hockey players, of course, but
sure, yeah, we got plenty of players in NHL, and every year goes away from our national series. Lots of players are leaving from here.
That's isn't it? So I could be. Is it? Do you have a Finnish elite league, or is that just I know the Swedish has an elite league.
Yeah,
right?
It's called Liga in Finnish, so it's a league only.
Okay,
so,
cool.
Yeah, and we have a couple of lower series also, but that's the main league.
All right.
And
well,
every big town has its own team. So.
Okay, cool. Yeah. Well, definitely, you probably get similar weather to what we do here in Canada. So.
Yeah, I think so. We got lots of snow and pretty actual. We have actual seasons here.
Yes. I'm not sure if pretty much all of Canada here gets, except for the coast. Gets pretty cold in winter, so I would imagine that would be the same there. For the most
we have
part.
about. Hang on, let me actually check my phone and see the weather here. What do we have here? But we have snow. We have about a half a meter maybe, so it's like maybe a little bit under 2 feet, and we have now minus 4 degrees Celsius.
Oh, minus 43.
That's not 4.
Oh, 4 okay.
Degrees. Yeah.
Oh, I thought you said 43. Well, that was pretty close to what we were getting before, but not quite.
Yeah, not that cold, but but actual winters we still have.
Yeah, we actually hit today it's warmed, if you want to say warmed up. Today here it has warmed up to -9, so
so that's good winter weather.
Yeah, we were at -33 5 there last week. So
That's gold.
yeah.
That's gold even for me.
Well, shall we make our way over to the
Sure,
farmyard?
I will drive this beauty. If I use this, then it's a little bit closer. Let's see what you got here.
Yeah, come. We've got a few things, a few activities ready to go. I think you mentioned something about you wanted to try a little bit of making some silage, so we have that.
Yeah, I haven't done it yet on FS22, so that's a new thing for me on this new game.
Yes, I will. The one thing I did notice about the animation on the forage headers and so on is much more realistic. There's more detail to it, and
Yeah, it is, and it looks pretty cool.
yeah. It's so I have the forage harvesters are actually already in the field. I can disconnect this, and you can use your Voltra to pull this stroke
Sure,
line
let's
here.
see. Let's see if this has any power, but we'll
Yeah,
see.
it should be okay. Those things are pretty. It's just a.
Yeah,
It's
I think this has 190.
yeah. I don't think it's. I mean, the bunker is just right over here, so
All right.
I've set it up that where the cornfield's right next to the bunker here.
All right. Okay, I'll get
Yeah.
in the tractor. Yeah, you have quite a big operation here.
Well,
Nice.
it's funny, that I mean, it's not funny. I mean, it's amazing what you can do when you have unlimited funds, right? So.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I also have this Swiss Mega Dairy thing that I just wanted to test out the building things and just try to get 800 cows, but we'll see how that goes. But it was pretty nice. I'm pretty impressed with the construction thing on this 22. So it's pretty neat.
It's yeah, I have mixed feelings a little bit about how they set up the building construction. I like how they gave you the option where you can override the collision,
Yeah,
so you can put something really close or even on top of or whatever. So that's a
yeah,
nice feature.
yeah.
That
So
that
as with the that mod with on the PC on
yes,
FS19, yeah,
but
similar thing.
yes, yeah, it is, and that's I think that's really a big plus. But I don't like how the screen. It's the view is very
Yeah, that's true.
blocked, right?
Yeah, and you struggle a little bit get try to place them correctly, or so it's I don't know. I can't put my finger on it, but I know what you mean.
What I found, you can't pan back. You can't go far enough back to see. It won't.
Yeah,
It'll only let you go back so far, and if you got a big building, it covers the entire screen. You can't really. So yeah,
yeah,
that's what I think.
that's true.
If they
Yeah,
let
but
you,
the technical side, you know the slots and stuff. I think that's somehow improved because I on that Swiss Mega Dairy I built up a lot of fences and all sorts of trees and things like that. So I didn't see the slot count growing a lot. So
yeah,
I I don't know. I I built like a maniac on that. A lot of buildings and trees and all sorts of stuff. And yeah, this doesn't have a power. This tractor, I need to
oh,
change it.
that's not too bad.
Struggles,
You're
struggling a little bit. on the turnings. But yeah, the so I built that whole lot of time. I think it took me about 15 hours or something like that.
Oh, wow.
So I only have what was it? It was about 400 or 500 slots that I've used, and I have a whole lot of equipment and everything, and it's really impressive how low, how
Yes.
little it uses.
Yeah, I know, because we I have a multiplayer series with my friend John from
Yeah,
his channel's now LunaView Farms. If
yeah. He gave me a message also. I was wondering what channel is this? Was I drunk when I subscribed to this? But I can't remember. But then he sent me a message, and yeah,
and
Luna View.
LunaView, yes. So we have a little series going. We've kind of named it JBL Enterprises to represent all the like John, Boots,
Yeah.
and Looney. So, but there's lots. I mean, there's equipment like you would. There's all sorts of trucks and equipment and buildings and all kinds of stuff. And I think we're only at 800 slots or something ridiculous like that. It's
Yeah. That is pretty nice. And that was that the save I have is on the PS4 version of the FS22, so it's even the lower amount. So I'm thinking
oh
that
yes, the 21 something, right?
yeah. So if I start next let's play with this PS5 version of the game, and you have what is it, 5,000 slots or something?
51 something, yeah.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
you don't
51,
have to.
55.
Yeah, you don't have to actually worry about the slots anymore.
No, I don't worry about them at all.
Yeah,
I don't even look at it.
yeah. On FS19, you have to plan what you're gonna do pretty much
Oh
depending
yeah.
on the slots.
Yeah. So as you said, so just so that our viewers can understand what you were saying is the series you're running right now, where you were started them on PS4, and when you even
Yeah,
if you switch to PS5 version of the game, those saves didn't come over.
yeah.
So
They come. You have two versions of the game. So
yeah,
yeah, if you start a Let's Play or save game on PS4 version of the game, you have to play it on PS4 version of the game. So these are two different games.
yes. So just I guess a word of caution, perhaps,
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah. And actually, I was expecting that I can, obviously use the reflecting beacons and all that cool stuff immediately. But immediately after I got my PS5, but no.
mm,
But if you think about it from the little bit technical perspective, it totally makes sense.
yeah. Well, it's just a. I mean, I find it amazing that they even with the whole crossplay and how that's actually working pretty good, actually.
Yeah, yeah, it is, and it yeah, definitely brings a lot of possibilities.
Yeah, and so you mentioned that your friend there, was it Wasteland Gaming, right? You said he's on
Yeah,
Xbox, right?
Xbox. Yeah, I usually
Yeah.
play with him, and yeah, he's been a couple of times guest on my the Swiss dairy farm.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
it's pretty fun.
yeah. It looks like I know so I'm looking at your YouTube page right now, And your last episode, so you have an American Prairie series
Yeah,
going right now, right? And that's on No Man's Land here.
no matter. Yeah, I wanted to start a little bit different, you know. Well, obviously, I love the American maps, and big fan of. I don't know. I'm big fan of everything, you know. I like small tractors and large fields and things like that, all sorts of stuff. So I wanted to start a little bit different than most people. You know, most people just start this map with logging and a little bit same style. So I just cleared everything and decided that this is North Dakota. Dakota.
Yes,
And
yes,
yeah,
North Dakota. Okay, because that's interesting. Because North Dakota is actually just south of where I'm living right now.
yeah,
It's just in the U.S. there, so just below where we often well not right now, but we used to go into North Dakota every once in a while to do a little shopping and so forth. But that's
yeah,
kind of interesting that you picked North
yes.
Dakota. Why would
Yeah,
you why did you pick sorry why did you pick North Dakota?
uh, I just you know, I like my series have actual places, and but it's a little bit shame that we don't have these geos now. But I usually study a little bit, you know, and think about the how can I make it look like a little bit true to life, and I usually go on the Google and search a little bit from the stuff that on that area, how they farm, and look a little bit of YouTube videos and what kind of gear they have, and try to imitate, you know, the farming on there. So,
Cool.
so that I wanted to just, I don't know, it just came to mind that this looks like a little bit on there, but obviously you can't change the grass colors and things like that, but I think it looks like the area a little
Um,
bit.
actually, yeah, you're actually quite right about that. It does have that kind of a uh, look to some of the. I mean, of course, not all the the topography does change a little bit depending on what
Yeah.
part of the state. And I mean, up here where I am, I'm in Manitoba, which is just north of the U.S. border here,
Mm.
north of North Dakota. So a lot of our a lot of the areas we have here are very similar to that of North Dakota as well. So yeah, it is. You did pick a an appropriate setting, shall we say?
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah,
there
and
we go.
I'm going to probably on that series. I want to get you know, that's a cattle area, little bit beef cattle, and
Yep,
few horses, obviously.
yep.
And let's see how they go, how it goes. But it's a little bit difficult now. It's a hard setting, and there's some things that are. I think the prices are a little bit glitchy, but I think I can survive. It's a really hard, surprisingly hard series.
It's funny you mentioned that because that's one thing I did notice on my own series there on the French map that I can't pronounce. Um,
Same here.
I started a bit of a dairy farm there too, and yeah, it's not as elaborate as the one you have set up on your Swiss dairy farm.
Mm,
But I did, and I got it on just the normal. What was that? Actually, I got it on easy setting for
yeah.
economy, and yeah, you're not making. you're not making the big dollars that you did on Farm Sim 19. It is.
No, and on the last episode, oh my god, I'm out of power. Seems like this tractor doesn't go anywhere. Yeah, so yeah, the I have a couple of fields there on the American prairie now, which are pretty big. So on the field sizes also, I wanted to make it as a real life. I studied a little bit of the American farm sizes. So average farm size in America is actually 444 acres. So that is pretty much our map size.
Yes, there's generally speaking, that's correct. There's some pretty big. It's just pretty wide open like this. Yeah, the farms are pretty big. Yeah.
Yeah. So and I have to, a little bit grind through the series and do lots of stuff, plowing and things like that. And the workers I use a lot of workers, but the service of the tractors, it seems that it's just way off, Yeah, I'm full now. So because if I'm playing on that series on ×1,
Yes.
so
Oh, okay.
if I use a tractor for 6 hours or something, I repair the tractor 8 o'clock in the morning on that series, and it cost me 9,000, 9,500
Per day.
and
Yeah.
yeah, and 2 hours go by and the service is done. It's on the red. So
Oh no.
yeah, it doesn't make any sense that
No.
using those tractors cost me 10,000 a day.
No. I think
So
that's
there's something really wrong in that. So
yeah, that definitely is. That's been a common complaint among a lot of the players. Is the
yeah. So I'm just driving on service red. I decided that this doesn't make no sense. That I will just for the series I will just repair them on the winter time once, and that should be enough. Even though then it's really expensive.
Yeah, I've noticed. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've what I've noticed that for the tractors, they do seem to lose a bit of power when they're.
Yeah, I'm not sure if I noticed that, but I'm still using quite a smallish, I don't know, maybe a quite big gear and small gear, but I haven't noticed it yet, but maybe I will. I'm not sure. We'll
Yeah,
see.
it's not. I wouldn't say it was a drastic
Yeah,
effect, but it at least it seemed to me, anyways. But definitely, like say a seeder or a plow or something would go. It's going to run slower.
yeah.
Um,
But we'll see how it goes. But yeah, it's a pretty tough series, I think. But I'm loving it.
Good. Yeah. No, and that's the important part. I think is if you're enjoying what you're doing, right?
Yeah, and there's quite a bit of off-camera things, job to do. It takes a long time, but it's just it's me time, and I get to watch you guys make your nice videos. So that's pretty nice. A lot of time to catch up.
Yeah, I think I think anyone who doesn't make videos, perhaps, well, or maybe they do or don't. It's there is a lot of behind the scenes work that goes into making these videos.
Yeah,
Just the
definitely is.
preparation and stuff like that. But So, anyways, you've just recently hit. I see you're at 208 subscribers. That's quite the milestone, I would imagine.
Yeah, it has taken a while, but I'm not too much, looking at the subscriber amount, but it's the quality, not the
Yes.
amount.
Yeah. No, that's a good way to look at it because I know I get. You can get kind of fixated on it if,
Yeah,
and it could overshadow a lot of things if you get pay too much attention to it. But
yeah, and I think the probably the main reason was why I started to make these videos was that I couldn't find at least whole lot of guys who make this style of videos that I enjoy watching.
mhm.
But now I have found quite a few colleagues, if you could say that. So yeah, I actually started playing when I was living in the Lapland, and I work in the entertaining business, so I was on the ski resort working there and as a DJ and entertaining things, sound guy and stuff like that. So you did a lot of work and then you had your free time. So I just started. I think I was sick at the time, a little bit fever and things like that, and was a little bit bored. And then I found FS15 on my
Ah,
roommate's console from the PlayStation Store, and I started to play on that. And let's see, what was it? And actually, a couple of days, maybe 4 days after that I found the game, FS17 was released. So, and that was it. then, then it was farewell. So yeah, then came the mods, and I lost for the game, and I found Mr. Sealy P at the time. I think I was subscriber something like 520 or something like that on Mr. Sealy
oh,
P's channel.
wow.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
that was it, and then few years got by, and was just playing and watching other people's videos, and then came the seasons, and I just love the complexity. I usually play with seasons. I played only with seasons and precision farming usually, and on 19, and I like to study things and challenge myself. So yeah, I think I like to make things a little bit hard.
Yeah, you like
So
a good challenge, it sounds like.
yeah, so that's how I usually play, and that was pretty cool. And then I just uh, I don't know, I'm getting stuck with this. Not enough power.
Oh,
My Walter is letting me down.
we can give you a little push here with this if you get
It
stuck.
goes.
Oh,
Oh,
yeah,
it
you're
goes.
okay.
Yeah. So yeah, I just I couldn't find that kind of videos that I enjoyed, and who plays a little bit similar to me. And then I started to make time-lapse videos at the start,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
but I don't know, I was maybe a little bit afraid to talk or something like that, and but I didn't enjoy the time-lapse videos so much, and then there was some kind of moving things, and I lost my PS4 and all the games and things like that. So then I started again and started doing these videos that I do now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, it's interesting. It's interesting that a lot of the players, the people that play this game, Mr. Sealy P is one of the first people they find
Yeah.
on YouTube to follow, and he's actually one of the for myself, he's probably one of the, well, definitely one of the people who inspired me to start doing my own videos as well.
Yeah. Yeah, but yeah, nowadays I'm a little bit, I don't know. I probably watch only his mod reviews nowadays. He's I don't know. It's this Let's Play sim that he makes nowadays seems a little bit easy. I like I like the, you know, look videos that there's a challenge,
Hmm.
more challenging as a, there is what the Rusty makes and the challenges, and I love to watch those videos, and yeah, more.
Yeah, I know what you mean because I think right now with Farm Sim 22, it's actually a bit of a challenge to come up with something new or whatever.
Mm,
Just the way the game has been designed, I notice with
yeah,
the animals seem a whole lot easier to look after actually.
yeah. Yeah,
Um,
I think, yeah, if talking about Mr. Silippi, it's more of, you know, for a starting player. He has a
um, yeah, well,
really,
he has a good general. I know what you mean. He's got a nice general appeal,
yeah, yeah,
right?
yeah. But then after you get more into the game, then it's, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit obvious. But he has a great, narrative things, and those I like.
Yeah, he does. He's very easy to listen to. He's got a very nice
Yeah.
casual way about him, and but I think I think I agree with you when I found my watching habits have changed too since I've been making my own videos because
Mm,
you look for different things
yeah.
and really I think our target audience is more likely not people who are also making videos. Although I do enjoy watching other videos still, but I think the
Mm,
majority of subscribers that that a content creator wants is people who don't make their own content.
yeah, probably, yeah, and yeah, you're probably right. I haven't given it, a lot of thought on that way, but yeah, you're probably right.
I could be wrong too.
But yeah, if you think of what you yourself are looking, and when I'm thinking of me, what am I looking from the YouTube when I want to watch something new? Then I probably want to watch that kind of stuff that inspires, and something that it's different.
Hmm. Hmm. Yeah.
And yeah, because yeah, I don't know. Yeah, and I also want to create something that is different
Yeah,
or
and
something like that.
And I think out of all the games I've ever played, this is the one game that allows the most creativity of the player to
Absolutely.
to do whatever they want. And you could have 100 people play on this map specifically,
Oh,
this
I'm
map.
stuck now. Come on. Oh.
Oh, here, let me give you. And now the fun starts. Okay, there we go.
Yeah, the back wheels go to the
Did
air.
that get you? Okay.
Okay, yeah,
You could have 100 different people play this particular map, and it'll look a
yeah,
hundred different ways, right?
that is so true. This is probably the most probably the most popular map in FS19, or maybe on also FS22. I don't know, but it has so much possibilities.
And even the other maps, I mean, as much as they're kind of set, if you get, I mean, you could have 100 people play Erlengrat, and
Mm,
after, if after a few hours, it's going to look completely different than everybody
yeah,
else's too. So,
yeah, it is, and I think on this. Mm, on these features that FS22 has, it has more possibilities, to be more versatile. I think so because
oh
of
yeah.
the construction things. But yeah, I just yeah, everybody else also is probably just waiting for these mods to come out.
Yeah, and there will be. I mean, you see, there's over 1,000 mods in
Yeah,
testing, and
yeah. Average testing time is 7 work days. Yeah, right.
maybe on Mars,
Yeah, yeah,
but I mean, we're getting mods every day, and
yeah,
that's a good thing.
yeah. It is.
And yeah, so I don't think that's going to slow down anytime soon.
Yeah.
So a constant stream of new things to try out. So what's the plans? What's plans for the future, Mr. Cobbler?
Uh, yeah. So obviously, first plan for me is start a let's play on a PS5 version of the game. So
Yep.
that's the main thing. But yeah, me and my buddy, the Wasteland Gaming, we are planning of getting a dedicated server.
Ah,
Yeah, and there's a possibility to people to join there, and we are probably going to get it for a year at the start, and it's not so expensive. And we we would like to get it. If a few players want to join, then we will make probably a long seasonal growth, and to get that server going all the time, so it's on all the time, and probably quite slow time, so there would be no rush to people go and play on their farms, and slow pace,
mm-hmm.
some kind of map there. So that's probably what's the coming next at some point, bigger thing.
Yeah, that's really interesting because I've heard of the dedicated server, but I thought that was just for PC. But
Yeah, that works on console now too. So the actual server is just running on the cloud.
yeah, yeah, okay.
Yeah. So if you want to go totally extreme, you can go basically with the real time. So if you put 28 days season and times 1, then you're playing actual
Yep.
year what's going on. So that's possible. But that would be really nice that, if it's slow paced and nobody has to take any stress of getting there and you know what I mean.
Yeah.
That everybody can go to the server when they want and have time to do things, and then you could help each other out and go and see what the other guys have done and things like that.
So now, I don't know much about dedicated servers and how that all works. Is that so? Is that going to be like a specific map that you would choose?
You can choose a map, whichever you want to put it there.
Yeah.
It has to be obviously on the mod hub, but yeah.
Okay, so yeah, you would choose one of the maps to be the map, and then that would be somewhere that anyone could go at any time, sort of thing.
Yeah.
Kind of like a multiplayer, anytime multiplayer map. Is that the idea?
Yeah.
Or?
Sometimes you'll be there alone, and if there's somebody, then you can have a app on the phone that gives you notification that there's somebody now on the game, and just it runs, and it's not expensive, but you can have a lot of players. I think it is 32 players or something, but the price of the server obviously goes higher with how many slots there are available. So the one slot is one player. So
Okay.
I think 4 slot server is about I don't know 60 euros per year. So what is it in dollars? US dollars? It's
That's
about 80.
it's okay. Depends on what the exchange rate is.
Yeah, something
I
like
think
that.
a euro is about $2.
Yeah, but if you
Roughly.
divide the cost per player, then it's not so.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Drastic,
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's how it works.
It's interesting.
And it's pretty cool. And obviously, you're invited.
Okay. Okay.
You obviously can play multiplayer.
Yeah, so that's actually I haven't really thought as I said, I didn't really know anything about it at all, and you sound like you said you do a lot of research in how you play the game, so I'm not surprised that you would know how that all works actually. So
Yeah.
that's very interesting.
Yeah, that is, and from my point of view, I was thinking, doing maybe one video per week, or I don't know, maybe 2 weeks. I don't know what would we decide with the time and things like that. So, but that kind of series that is in no rush, and now it's really good to start because we don't have these mods a lot, and obviously the lifetime of the game is at its highest now. So
Well,
series can take for 3 years or whatever it takes. And
yes.
And the good thing is that you can change the map whenever you want and things like that also.
Okay, cool.
And add mods and everything to the server. Yeah,
Very
that's
interesting.
probably the next thing, but we'll see when we're just waiting for a right map to come out where we want to put it.
Yeah. That's I think that's what everybody's waiting for right now is a new map.
Yeah. But they are coming. Nice maps are coming.
Yes. Yeah. Just I think this is and I don't know anything, but this is just me speculating, is that a lot of things are getting sent back to the modders to fix stuff the first or second time around, probably.
Yeah, I think so too. That's what I've taken a look. I think they are, I don't know sending back a lot of them.
Because actually, I was just listening a little bit to DJ Goham, his live stream. He had a live stream today, and David from 82 Studios was there with him, and they were talking about his one of his trucks that he's submitted, but it was like it's been going back and forth for a while now. He submits something and they ask him to change it, and he does that, and then he submits it, and they ask, it goes back and forth and back and forth. So,
Yeah.
So what do you want to do now, Mr. Cobbler?
What do you have?
Well, we have
harvesting.
We said, we got. Let's. You know what? I'll leave it up to you to pick a harvester.
Yeah.
Because I don't have one purchased yet.
Okay.
And you can pick your favorite harvester, and we can. There's plenty of fields to.
All right. Now the little guy.
I hear the little Mr. Cobbler there.
Yeah, he wants his night milk. My poor wife is warming up the milk at the microwave now. So let's see, where's the story? But I have one prediction, which I'm putting my tinfoil hat on now, for the new features that are coming to the game.
Yes.
And I noticed one thing on this Swiss mega dairy farm that I have, and can we buy the one tanker? I can show you.
Certainly, yes.
Yeah. So let's see here. As you remember, PC guys had this manure mod. What was it called? The what was it called? The mod? Where you can put hoses in it.
Yes. I know what you mean.
Was it the manure mod? I can't remember. But anyway, if we take a look this here, so on FS19, when all the tankers came along, we didn't have these kind of connections here, and after that mod came, and all the other mods that we as console player also had, which is compatible with that mod, they had this kind of
I think it was called the manure system. Is that what it was called? I think
that was it. So I'm predicting that we are probably going to have a similar thing on console, because this is a base game tanker, and we also already have this similar connection, hose connections all the way, all the and that stuff on this.
Yeah, you know tanker. What? And there's another tanker too. I'm gonna get here. This one is the same thing.
Yes,
all these hoses and tubes and things, and it's not a spreader.
No, it's not. And on FS19, this was base game, the same tanker, but after the manure system came, and this was modded after that to be compatible with this manure system, and then it had this kind of connections.
Yep.
Yeah, but I'm predicting that. I still have my tinfoil hat on, but I'm not sure about that. We'll see. I think it could be on the spring, or when was this then announced that you can't believe what was it, on the late spring or something like that.
Oh, they said winter of 21-22, so it's the first season 1 DLC release, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know.
So
We'll see. But
yeah.
the precision farming comes some spring. I think so.
Yeah, I wonder if that's so. Here's my question: Is do you think the precision farming is going to be somehow connected with maybe using the manure system type?
Yeah, and it did already. You know, when you put nitrogen on the field, the volume that it spread, it changed. But I think that, you know, when the update came now, the 1.2, I think that somehow was or is related to precision farming because all the maps changed and the whole layout with the weeds and things like that.
Yes. Yeah, I
So that
think. Yeah, yeah,
that is
yeah.
probably something got to do with that. And yeah, but we'll see how this manure system thing goes. But I would consider it as a good, you know, possibility because if you think about simulation, so that would be a good add-on and you know, real add-on.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
yeah, we'll never. I never know what. Yeah, it seems they can constantly surprise me with things that this game brings, or even just modders bringing to the game and figuring out how to, how to use the what's available to them and what they do with it.
yeah, that's true. So let's get the harvester. What could I take from? How big is the field?
It's pretty big. Get the
Okay.
big one. Get the big. Get,
So
although I
then we,
mean, or you could get a smaller one too. Then you can unload fast. You know what? It doesn't. It doesn't really matter.
yeah, we will take this. This is probably one of my favorites. Yeah, that one and that one. Yep. So what's the crop?
We got canola over here. We have what did I plant now? We got a little bit of wheat over in plot 47 there,
Yeah, so
and
grain header.
canola. Yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
That's what you're asking. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, we
So
got
we got a
grain.
50-foot, obviously, biggest one.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think.
There. Oh, sorry. I think yeah, watching. I do watch DJ's Farm Sim news every day
Yeah,
because
me
he's
too.
yeah. And that 60-foot header that got released in Farm Sim 19, really
Yeah,
late there. It's in testing for 22, so that'll be nice.
that would be great. Was it the honeybee or what?
I don't think
Or just
it
lizard?
was. Yeah, it was just lizard because I don't think honeybee is
Yeah, it.
a licensed brand in
Yeah, it doesn't.
console.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't. Maybe it's based on that or something. Does John Deere have so big headers?
I
I don't know.
don't think John Deere has. Oh, I think they see. There's another There's another YouTuber that I watch. He's a farmer in Saskatchewan,
Yeah.
and
Oh,
he
see.
has.
So you're meaning Mike Mitchell?
Yes, yes. You watch him too.
Sure.
Oh, yes. I like Mike.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's a crazy fellow.
What I like about him is he does explain like well, I know I just like what I like the stuff he talks about what he's doing and what he likes about machines and what he doesn't like, and he's very honest
Yeah.
and upfront and stuff like that. But yeah, apparently a honeybee does have a 60-foot header, I think.
Yeah, I think so, yeah. So this field.
And yeah, this is good. Yeah, if you want to. Anywhere. You want to make a
Yeah,
pattern in there if you
Mike
want,
is
or
also, he doesn't care about the color much.
no,
Color.
not for color's sake, not for the sake of the color. I mean,
Yeah, he's
he
pretty,
makes decisions
yeah, how
based
they
on
work.
how it works
Oh,
and how it
oh,
like how it affects his farm, right? So I mean,
yeah,
he explained that the honeybee header, the reason why they went with that is because the factory is fairly close by
yeah,
and he can get parts easily, right?
absolutely, yeah.
So
But
that was even no, go ahead.
yeah, that's crazy how big you get quite a good view how big the farms are there. It's just, I don't know, it's in my head, it's just crazy when I when I change the miles to kilometers, and it just oh no, it's just so crazy how big the fields are and how much do they have to move the gear and all sorts of stuff.
Hmm. Yeah, and yeah, Saskatchewan's a pretty big, wide open. If you want a North American prairie, that's Saskatchewan, South Saskatchewan, anyways.
Yeah,
You go up into the northern part of Saskatchewan. There's a lot of bush and basically forest. But the
yeah,
southern part is that's your typical North American prairie.
mm,
No trees and pretty
no
just
trees. Yeah,
a little bit of rolling, kind of like very much kind of like this, except without any trees. Um, a little bit of a rolling hills in some places, and yeah, and I've driven through it many times in summer, and it's pretty. It's dry and it's it's open and pretty barren. So
yeah, that is true. So when did you started to play the game?
oh, so a little bit about me. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
So I started to actually, I had, I must have seen the Farm Sim 17 and so forth in the game stores, but I never paid it much attention.
Yeah.
Just I was into other kinds of games, but when this game really caught my attention was I had the PS Plus
Mm.
membership, and you get
Oh yeah.
the free games.
Yeah, yeah.
Once in a while. And sure enough, Farm Sim 19 came up in the monthly, one of the monthly free games,
Yeah.
and oh, and I downloaded. It's like what the heck? It's free, so I downloaded it, and I didn't play it right away actually.
Mm.
And then one day I just got bored, and
Yeah.
I turned it on, and it's never stopped since then. That was that was it.
That's awesome.
And all right, everyone, we just got to talking so much we lost track of time, and that is our hour. So thank you so much, Mr. Cobbler, for joining us here on the Farm Guy show and learning a little bit about you and what you're doing and what you plan on doing. It's been all so interesting. So thank you so much.
You're most welcome, and really thank you for inviting me. And yeah, this was so fun that time just flew by.
It certainly did. Well, as I tell everyone, you're welcome back anytime. and we all look forward to seeing what the future brings for Mr. Cobbler Farms.
Yeah, thank you, and take a look at my channel if you want, and I will be absolutely here again when something new comes up and interesting.
All right, so that there you go. Check out Mr. Cobbler Farms. It is Cobbler Farms on YouTube. Check him out. He's got lots of videos. He's got Let's Play and some multiplayer there. And that's about it. I'm Looney Farm Guy, and remember, it's just a game. So have fun, and
Yeah.
have fun watching Mr. Cobbler on Cobbler Farms. Bye for now, everyone.
Bye bye.